71-58, Robert Morris defeating Fairleigh Dickinson University. Adam Gusky joined by Colonials Associate Head Coach Charlie Buscaglia here along the baseline. Coach Charlie, a very good game. Your team took the lead all the way up to 23 points. A little sag at the end, but really a pretty much complete game here at the Chuck.
We played okay in stretches. You know, we have to do a little bit better on some things that we worked on in practice. You know, the day in between and starting up at 10 in the morning, I want us to handle that with a little more intensity coming out of the gate and, you know, stretches of the second half. But we got some great contributions from people off the bench. Lou Madeley had a nice game. I thought Megan Smith had a nice all-around game. She went 2 for 9 from the floor, but Megan had 5 assists and no turnovers. And she had 2 fouls early in the game, and she's been struggling with that and keeping herself calm. I thought she came back, had a nice game coming back there, handling 2 fouls early in the first half. I was able to put her in. I thought I was able to keep my lineups fresh, and I thought they handled that part of the game really well, and I think that's what ultimately led to us getting the win.
Talk about keeping the lineups fresh. Coach Charlie, 42-13 points off of the bench. Your team dominated off the pine.
You know, that's a big part of our game. You know, we really want to keep everybody fresh, and we want to be able to rotate. All 11 scored today. You know, that's something that we really work on, is making sure everybody knows when they come in the game, we expect them to do what they need to do to be on the floor. You know, we had some players battling illness today. I was proud of them that they fought through that. And, you know, everyone's involved. So, you know, 11 players played, 11 players scored, and I thought everybody gave good minutes at times.
Again, the final score, 71-58. Robert Morris on top of the Fairleigh Dickinson Knights with the win. The Colonials are now 8-2 in Northeast Conference play, just a half game behind Central Connecticut State for the moment. Coach Charlie, you talked about Lou Madeley and her performance today. Expand on that and also talk about the way Jolie Olengendi played. This is maybe the best basketball we've seen from her this season or in her career, quite frankly.
Well, Jolie, you know, went from a really bad patch to a good patch now. And, you know, we told Jolie, we sat her down, we said, Jolie, this is senior year. You know, you got to finish up strong here. You know, Kelly Hartwell last year had an unbelievable finish as a senior. Artemis Spanu, obviously 4 years of greatness, but what a finish she had, you know, ending up her career. She went from great to elite, you know, and so I told Jolie, I said, you know, this is going to be your legacy here. How are you going to finish your career? You've gone through injuries, you've gone through surgeries. Now you got to be tough and go through and show this team what a senior's about. You know, going through this adversity in the past and overcoming it. You know, Lou Madeley, 2 ACLs, you know, comes back now today and starts getting hot, 4 for 8 from 3. That's a great day for her right now, something to build on. You know, Lou's been going after it every day in practice. She's never settled. 2 ACLs on the same knee. You know, she's showing her team a lot of heart. So I'm really proud of her. I also got to mention Anna Nicky, you know, who didn't light up the scoreboard today when it came to scoring. But if you watched her distribute the ball today, I mean, even passes that, you know, got an extra pass, like in hockey, an assist, 2 assists, you know, she made a pass that created another open shot. Her vision down the floor was amazing today, Anna. You know, she showed today to be an unselfish player and wanting to set her players up first and not worrying about scoring first. And I thought that was great by her. So I like some of the individual performances that we had there. Am I missing anybody that you asked about?
Not yet, but I am going to ask about Shakima Dashel. You can really see how her potential is starting to turn into good minutes on the court.
Yeah, you know, Shakima, I keep talking to her about, you know, she's coming out there and she's giving her, you know, her blow there. For Anna in the second half, she usually does that. You know, I usually give Anna her blow and give Shakima a couple minutes. And, you know, I told Kima, you know, you want to expand that role, you got to be able to go for longer minutes. She comes out there, great steal, goes the length of the court, and won. You know, great play. Like, you know, that's a high-level play she made. You know, then she gets a little fatigued, and she's battling some sickness right now. She's got a bad cold. But, you know, I talked to her about being a freshman and growing up and showing me that you want to get more minutes by when you go out there and you get more minutes, continuing on with that intensity, you know, not turning it over like at the end there and stuff like that. So that kid has a lot of ability. She just got to be able to go there now and show me she can go more minutes.
Again, the final score 71-58. Robert Morris on top of Fairleigh Dickinson. The Colonials are now 10-11 on the year, 8-2 in the Northeast Conference. One last question about today's game. Megan Smith, you talked about her and the complete game she played. She has such a high basketball IQ, such an acumen for the game, especially for a freshman.
Yeah, you know, we've been working well with her when it comes to picking up the things we talk about. You know, the strategy that we the vocabulary we use about where she should be on the court and stuff. She's picked up with that. So her intensity is great. You know, she shot the ball really well early in the year, you know, as far as from 3. We went out and played Iowa. She was a difference maker in that game. They were like, who's this? You know, this kid's out there shooting threes, running, coming to the ball strong, not even hesitating. facilitating. She's gone cold from the perimeter mostly, but around the basket she's been a very smart player, and she's getting her post game going now. So we got to put it all together. But today the passing was great. They came out and showed us 2 different looks in zone, and she was great catching the ball, like you said, high IQ, understanding where the defense is, making the smart pass. You know, she's the type of player that if she keeps herself in control, you know, she goes out there with that intensity and keeps herself under control, she can do a lot of great things for this program in 4 years.
You've got the Fairleigh Dickinson Knights on the road in Hackensack, New Jersey this upcoming Saturday. Number 1, talk about how difficult it is to play a team in back-to-back games. And number 2, talk about what you have to look forward to against the Knights this Saturday on the road.
Oh, I'll tell you something, you know, like you said, back-to-back games are tough because the memory's so fresh. You know what I mean? Like, they just got done playing out here, so we just play. So they know, you know, they got this fresh in their mind that they know they got beat out here, and they're going to want to come back and get you right back. You know, those back-to-back games, rarely do you see a team have 2 easy wins. You know, it's always a battle, you know, one of the 2 games or both of them. So, you know, we know they're going to come out there strong. I mean, he's got the program going again in the right direction. He got Livermore back healthy after her surgery. Andreas is doing a good job at the point guard. In the second half, you know, she really controlled things well. Wound up with 7 assists. You know, she was creating a lot, and they forced you to play for 40 minutes. You know, we got up there by 22, 24 points. He did a great job at keeping his team together, and they made a run at us down the stretch there, not because they got lucky. It's because they got after it, and we, you know, they outplayed us those last 4 minutes, you know, as far as hustle and going to the basket and everything. So, you know, bad on us to not finish a game strong like that, but I got to give them credit. So we're expecting a 40-minute, tough-fought battle the whole way through out there in Hackensack.
Good luck on the road this upcoming Saturday and Monday. We'll talk to you again in a couple weeks.
Thanks. I want to appreciate everybody that's been paying attention and following the team along, following us on Facebook on our page. Your support is greatly appreciated, and continue to come out and get at the games if you're local. If not, watching from overseas, all your kids that are playing from overseas, we appreciate your guys' support, and they love seeing you watch the games.
71-58, the final score. Robert Morris is now 10-11 on the year, 8-2 in the NEC, all by themselves for now in second place. For my broadcast partner, Matt Kirk, I'm Adam Gusky. We'll talk to you again on Valentine's Day as the Colonials come back to the Sewell Center.